Hi everyone, it's Mackenzie. In my last video, I showed you how to create a Google form. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up Flubaroo, which is an add-on, in order to enable Autograde, which will make it to where the computer automatically grades your students' responses for you. So, the first step is you're going to want to preview your form and go ahead and answer it with all the correct answers, and you're going to name yourself as the answer key. So in order to preview this form, you're going to come up here to this little eyeball looking icon, and it's going to say preview. You want to click on that. Now this is what the actual form will look like when you link it for your students to go to within its learning. So what class are you in? Okay, I'm in Miss Carr's class, and you always, if you're creating the answer key response, you always just want to name yourself answer and last name key. And then I can type in today's date. Today is 8/30/2020. All right, who was the main character? Let's say Ivan was the main character. What was the setting? The cafeteria was the setting. What was the problem? Ivan has stage fright. Okay, now I have selected all the correct answers because I am answering as the answer key. So I'm going to click submit. And now that part is done. You can X out of this. That's good to go. All right, so now you can see I have one set of responses, and you can see it tells you which class are you in, and since only I have answered, it says that only Miss Carr's class is answered. Now, it also will give you a little a pie chart for each question, which is really cool. You'll be able to see what your students are mostly selecting. So then you want to go to your spreadsheet. So now we can see that there's the timestamp of when I took the quiz or I answered the questions in the Google form. Here's all my identifying questions, and then here are the graded questions. So now let's enable Flubaroo. I'm going to go up here to the top navigation bar, and I'm going to click on add-ons. And I'm going to come down and I'm going to click on Flubaroo. However, if you don't already have Flubaroo, you're going to have to go to Get Add-ons. And this little page is going to pop up. And so what you would want to do is you would want to search for it, or you could see it right here in the add-ons. So if you see Flubaroo here, you would click on it, and you would want to click on Install. However, if you didn't see it there, you would want to go to Flubaroo, and you would click on it there, and you would click on Install. Then you would wait for it to install, and once it's done installing, you can come back to your page, you would go to add-ons again, and now you'll see that Flubaroo is popping up here. So then you want to come over and you want to click on Enable Flubaroo in this sheet. And then you give it a second. It'll come up with a Flubaroo notification. Great. So now Flubaroo is enabled. So now that Flubaroo is enabled, I'm going to come back up to add-ons, go to Flubaroo, and I'm going to come down to advanced and enable autograde. So let's go back through that again. I'm going to go to add-ons, Flubaroo, come down to advanced, enable autograde. So once you click on enable autograde, it's going to say, before enabling autograde, you must first set up your grading and email settings. Click OK to proceed. So we're going to click on OK. Now it says, please select a grading option for each of the questions in this assignment. Flubaroo has done its best to guess the best option for you, but you should check the option for each question yourself. So it has each question here, and it tells you what the grading option is that they've already selected. So it says, which class are you in? That identifies the student, so yes. First name identifies the student, yes. Last name identifies the student, yes. Today's date, we're going to skip grading that one. However, 1, 2, and 3, those should be normal grading. So anything that you want to be graded, you're just checking to make sure it has normal grading. And you want to make sure that up here, these are just identifying the student or skip grading. So everything looks good here. The Flubaroo software has really done a good job of guessing the best option for each of my questions that I created. So I'm going to click on continue. And now it says, please select which submission should be used as the answer key. So this is where you went in earlier and we took it as the answer key. So I would click on here and I want the answer key to be the answer key, to put it simply. So now it will start grading it. And I don't usually do anything with this. I just click continue. Okay, so it says Flubaroo notification autograde is enabled. So now let's go back in and pretend we are a student. So I'm going to come in and remember if I wanted to preview my form, I would come up here to the little eyeball that says preview. And let's say we're in Miss Carr's class. My name is Mackenzie. My last name is Carr. Today's date is 8/30/2020. And I think Bob is the main character, and I think the school is the setting, and I know that the problem was that he had stage fright. And I'm going to click submit. So now I can X out of this. And now you can see where it says responses, there are 2 responses. So again, since I'm the only Miss Carr's class is answered, it's going to be all orange right now. Then you can see it's 50-50. Half of the responses say Bob, half of them say Ivan. And then the same thing for the setting, but 100% for what was the problem. So now, in order to see how Flubaroo works, I'm going to go to the spreadsheet. And you can see there's my second submission from me, the student. So then you want to click on grades. So if you look down here, you have 2 tabs at the bottom, student submissions, which it just shows you the sequential order of how the students are responding. But you want to click on grades, where they've actually given a grade to the assignment. So I can see right now that Mackenzie Carr has a 33 on this assignment because I didn't get this one right, I didn't get this one right, but I did get that one right. So now this student has a 33, and you could record that in your grade book. However, a lot of times I'll let students go back in and take this again if they didn't do well the first time, especially since we're virtual. So just giving extra chances, you know. Anyways, that is how you enable Flubaroo in a Google form so that it takes out one last step for you to do. It grades it for you. I really hope that helps.